Hi everyone. So here we'll be solving yet another problem on binary search. This is kth element of two shorted arrays. Although this problem has been solved by many on like YouTube, or there are a lot of solutions available on GFG or LeetCode, but for me, whenever I try to like solve using those ideas, I would forget them in 1 or 2 months easily. So what I am going to do here, like already I have done a lot of problems on binary search, guys. So what I'll do here, I'll do this problem in a way that if I encounter this for first time, then how would I do that? So because I use test cases to derive all my observations. So here in this particular problem, guys, I will not go for any of my pre-built intuitions or pre-built logic. I'll try to solve here right in front of you. How would I solve if I do this problem for first time using test cases only? Now directly let's get into this problem. So what it says, you are given two arrays, obviously array 1, array 2. They both are sorted first. Now if you create a new array, by combining them or merging them and again shorting them, so this will be the new array 1 2 3. And so in this you want kth element. Okay, now kth element means what is here? Kth element is fifth, 5. So 1 2 3 4 5, so 6 is a kth element. Now what I say, guys, so this is what I think you got this idea that how, like, what this question asks. So like in final shorted merged and shorted array, you want the kth element. Now let's see the brute force for it. Obviously you can go for a recursive solution in the brute force, but I would suggest go for that brute force that you can optimize later easily. Don't go for any absurd brute force that you don't even have idea how to optimize. Okay, now see, what do you mean by this k equals to 5? K equals to 5 means fifth smallest element. Fifth smallest element in this merge sorted array. Okay, fifth smallest. Getting it, guys? So what I say, like what I mean by, and what we all mean by smallest is, because here you see these two arrays, they are already sorted. They are already sorted. So we know their first smallest values. When we know their first smallest value, and our fifth smallest value will come somewhere from front of them, not from back. Okay, so somewhere from front I will get our fifth smallest value. Now let's see, because we want smallest value, so we'll iterate for both the arrays from starting, keeping one pointer at their starting indexes. So see who is smaller amongst these two, because they are the smallest one in both the areas, but who is the smallest amongst them? In 2 and 1, obviously 1 is smaller. So let's keep a variable count, which will have a count of how many elements you've encountered, because we don't want any other element except fifth smallest element. Okay, so obviously 2 and 1, who's smaller? 1 is smaller. So let's increase this count. So let's increase this, sorry, pointer, and we also increase our count from 0. Initially it was 0 to 1. Okay, now amongst 2 and 4, who is smaller? Obviously 2. So here we got our second element. So count equals to 2. Okay, amongst 3 and 4, who's smaller? Obviously 3. So we'll increase this count from 2 to 3. 4 and 6, obviously 4 is smaller, so we got our fourth element. Now see, guys, as soon as what we did from 4 6 and 8, who is smaller? 6 is smaller. So we kept pointer here, and we got, like, we increase this 5, we increase this count to 5. So what you can see here, so from the element where you increased your pointer, so you got a fifth. First of all, you got your fifth element. Okay, you got your fifth element, and who is the fifth element? From the pointer where you increased, like from the value where you increased your pointer. Okay, so earlier it was at sixth position at this index. So where you moved, you didn't move your 8 to 10, you moved 6 to 7. So in brute force, what you can do, like, you can obviously start with if these two indexes, like parallelly, and you have to do what? You have to keep track of your previous value which you moved. So let's say you moved from 2 to 3, like, keep a value previous, or your ANS, whatever it is, from 6 to 7, or, and finally you see, so with this previous or this ANS will keep track of what? The value from where you jumped right now. So here you see somewhere some point of time you jumped from 4 to 8. So at that iteration, your ans or your previous value would be 4. Right now, a final point, what you did, you jumped from 6 to 7. You jumped from 6 to 7. So this previous will store what? 6. Okay, because you jumped from 6 to 7, so we'll keep the previous value. And when your count reached what, k, so you wanted count equals to 5, you want count equals to 5, which means, sorry, k equals to 5. So right now your count is also 5. So that previous value, when this count is equals to k, that previous value is your answer. Now see guys, what are we seeing here? What are we seeing here as an observation? Because this is a brute force, and I hope you'll be able to write it down. Otherwise, I'll link code in description. You may also see that. Okay. Now see, what observations are we getting here? First of all, what I'm saying is, once you encountered your fifth element, let's say it was x. Right now it is 6. But I'm saying is, if it was x, don't get into this what is this element is, but let's say it is x element, some element which is x. We don't want other elements 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We don't want that. So if we need kth element, we don't consider k plus 1 position, k plus 2 position. We don't want like k positions greater than k. We don't want that. Getting it, guys? So all the elements with positions greater than k, we don't want that. At the same time, we are not also because look, we are not storing. If you want fifth position element, the element at fifth position, we don't even consider like this. Like we don't even store 1 to 4 position elements. Obviously 1 to 4 position element. We are just making sure that before this 5 there are 4 elements. Before this 5 there are 4 elements. We're just making sure. We're not even storing 1 to 4. Okay, so we are not storing anything. The observation here is, we are doing like we are not like, once you encounter a fifth element, we are not checking 6, 7, 8th element, because we don't want that. And so this was the first hint. The second hint, so all these elements are unfavorable. After your k, everything is unfavorable. And even before k, you're not storing any element. You're just making sure that there are sufficient element to its left, which means there are 4 elements to its before the fifth position element, there are 4 elements which are lesser than or equal to this x. That's it. That's what you are doing. Now see guys, I'll come back to it later, why I laid emphasis on this much. Now let's see. First of all, you did a linear traversal, correct? You did a order of n traversal. Your solution was taking order of n time plus order of n time on what? On searching these sorted space, and what I mean by this, order of n plus sorted. So you did a linear search on sorted space. So what you have to do right now, you have to do binary search. Why? Because binary search is built on top of this observation, that if you're doing order of n, like the linear search on sorted space, binary search is the next way to go to optimize solution. Okay, you can see my previous videos. I mean, even you can understand why binary search is made. Binary search is made on top of this observation. Now let's see guys, as I said, we have to go with binary search. We are clear with this, that we have to go with binary search. But if you see my previous videos, there we try to divide the search space into 2 parts, unfavorable and favorable. But right now I don't know how to divide that, and which zone is favorable or which zone is unfavorable. As I've said, that I'm trying to derive all the observations from test cases. So let's stick to it. I won't be using any of my pre-built intuitions. Okay, so here let's say this is mid 1, this is mid 2. What I'm saying, guys, look here, all the things that I'm saying, please be patient and see them via test cases. I may take some time, but this will clearly, this will help you to build your intuitions and how to get observations from test cases. Now see guys, M1 and M2, I'm just saying this because how many elements you want? You want 4 positions. Okay, you want 4 positions, and how many of you getting right now? The idea of elements, like how many elements idea you're getting right now? I'm saying consider from this index 0, 1, 2. So if you see mid, this is 3, plus this is also 3. Let me call this as a variable len. Okay, so you are getting idea of how much? 6 elements. Getting it, guys? You are getting idea of 6 element. Why I'm saying you're getting idea of 6 element, I'll come back within a moment. Give me that. So But what we want right now, like, what we want only four element. And as I said, we once we you get your fifth, like, your kth element, we don't consider k plus 1, k plus 2, or this sort of elements. Here if you are getting you want kth element only, and in this case you are getting information about k more than k elements. So you can think of reducing something, and what is that? Let me tell you guys. So now see, first thing, you observe this, now what you can see here, 4 and 5. Let's say this 5 is greater, so how many elements you are getting? Let me write their positions here. At least 6 elements, 1 2 3 4 5 6. Now see, out of 4 and 5, who is greater? 5 is greater, correct? 5 is greater. So what I'm saying is, keep 5 here at 6th position, because obviously if you think of only these two parts, these two separate, look, forget about this, because I'll come back to it, why I'm saying forget about this. But you don't have exact idea about this array. Why? Give me some time, guys, I'll come back. So what you can see, if you keep this 5 here, so before this, how many elements are you getting? 1 2 3 4 5. How many you wanted? You wanted 4. You wanted 4 elements. You are getting, before 5 you are getting greater than 4 elements, greater than equals to 4 elements. Now if you go back, now guys, connect these dots that I earlier said. If your element, like all these positions for kth element, you don't consider k plus 1, k plus 2, k plus 3. Why? Because they were not the part of this initial subset, like till 5. Look, whatever elements were part of first k, like whatever elements can come at first 5 positions, first k positions, you only considered them. Whatever elements are coming after k positions, here in brute force, guys, if you remember, count, we didn't go for 6th, 7th, 8th count. Now that is what we have to do here as well, because look, that is what I said now, guys, do brute force, that you can optimize it. So here, all the elements who will come after 4, you should not consider them. And what I mean by after 4, now see, this 5 element, this 5th element, sorry, this 5 element, which is 5, sorry, not 5th, the element is 5 itself. So if you see, before this 5, you are already getting 5 elements. We are already getting 5 elements. So this 5 can never occupy first 4 positions. Getting it, guys? This 5 can never occupy first 4 positions, because first 4 means what? The first 4 smallest elements, and before this 5, you are already having 5 elements, which is greater than equals to 4. Okay, so this 5 can never come in front. This 5 can never come in first 4 positions. And if this 5 cannot come, then obviously this 6 7 8, so entire this subarray can never come in first 4 positions. Entire subarray can never come in first 4 positions. And if this can never come, as here in the brute force, we never searched for more than k elements, only for kth position, till kth position we looked for. So we will also not consider this. So this becomes our unfavorable zone. So what I say, if this is our unfavorable, put this h2 here, put this h2 here. Okay, I hope you are getting this. Why we reduce this h? Because from this element onwards, they'll never come to first 4 positions, first k positions. So as an observation, what you guys can take from here, if your len is greater than k, like the element information that you are getting is more than what you need, in that case, whoever mid is greater, you will put its h2 mid -1, mid -1. Okay, I hope this is clear. And guys, why I reduced this? Because I was confident that this 5 can never come in first 4 positions, because prior to this already 5 elements will come. So how can this be in first 4 positions? Yeah, just think of it. And look, why I didn't consider 8 or 10. Look, if you don't understand it properly, like, merge these arrays, sort them, and then see that this 5 will never come in first 4 positions. And look, guys, why I said that for 8 and 10, we don't have idea. We have idea about only these elements. Why I said this? Because look, 8 and 10, it can be 4 and 4 as well, because this may change, because you will not go to see these elements, correct? So in this case, in this case, what will happen? Before this 5, look, before this 5, these 3 elements will come. Earlier what happened? These 3 elements came, plus these 2 elements came. So how many elements came? 2 elements at least. So what I said, before this 5, at least 5 elements came. But in other cases, so at that time I ignored this part. Why? Because I was not having idea that it can be smaller as well, smaller than 5. But here you see 4 and 4, so they are also smaller, so 2 elements will also come here. So before the 5, how many elements are coming? Actually 7 elements. But for these two you're not that certain, because it may be 8 10, and if it is 8 10, then it is not smaller than 5, obviously. So for this two you're not sure. Only elements for which you're sure, on basis of that we decided that 5 and onwards that they'll never come. Okay, so that is why I said we are only sure about this part, because we know, because all the elements till this will be lesser than equals to 4, and if 4 is lesser than 5, then we know that this 5 and onwards they'll never come. Now go back to go to next observations. First, you got this, I hope. Now second observation, see guys, k equals to 6. So what I here what we want, just give me a second. What we want, this is m2, this is m1. So see how many elements you are getting. 6 elements here, 3 elements here, 3 elements here. So let me say that for len I am getting 3 plus 3, which is 6. Okay, 6 element information I am getting, and how much I need 6 element total, and I am getting 6 elements information right now. See guys, let me draw this one. This is tighter case that I took. Let me explain that. Draw the 6 elements, 1 2 3 4 5 6. Okay, and this 6 correspond to whatever we are getting. Now see guys, if you put 5 here, as we earlier did, you put 5 here, because as I said, you don't know about these elements. It may be 4 and 4, it may be 4 and 5. You don't know these elements, but what you are sure of, these elements you are sure of, that they will be small, lesser than equals to 4, and what are these like. So keep 5 here. Now before this 5, how many elements are coming? These 3 will come for sure. So 3 elements somewhere, I'm not saying at first, but these 3 elements will come, and these 2 elements will come. Now see guys, so if you say that I can remove, earlier what we did, we were sure, like why we removed 5 onwards all the elements, because we were sure that this 5 will never come in first k elements. Here if you see this, what was that, this 5 will never come in first 4 elements, because before this 5 we were already having 5 elements. Now see, before this 5 we are sure that we will get 5 elements. Before this 5 we are sure we are having 5 elements, but can you remove 5 onwards all the elements? Can you remove this subarray? Guys? I'm saying no, you cannot. Why? Because this 5 still has potential to come at 6th position. Look, because what I'm saying guys, you have to generalize your solution. You cannot make solution for each and every test cases separately now. So that is why I'm just trying to generalize this. Okay, think in this way, because this k can be lesser as well. Here if you see up here, then I'll reduce the array after 5, this 6 7 8. But what if k is lesser than 6? What if k is less than, let's say k was 4? So we are solving for that test case. Now be with me guys. First of all, I'll come back to it later. All the doubts I'll come back, no problem. So here you see your 5, you cannot ignore you cannot ignore this 5, because it has potential to be your 6th element. If you ignore this, if you don't search for it, then you'll get wrong answer. So in this case, when your len is lesser than equals to your k, which was your 6 and 6, so 6 is lesser than equals to 6, so you cannot ignore this part, like this mid and all its right friends. You cannot ignore them. Why? Because it has potential. 5 has potential to be your 6th element. Now what we can do, look, you are sure that these 2 and these 3, which are 5 elements, they will never come at 6th position. First of all, you saw this, because this was our like pain point, where we got stuck, that we were not able to like remove the right part. But if you remember in our brute force, so what we are doing, we were trying to, like, because right now we are not able to remove right part, but can we do something for left? Are there any smaller element and we can remove them? Let's see. So what I mean by this, look, this time who is smaller? Let's say, because comparing greater mids, we are not able to find any observations. So why not because look, ये एक तुक्का मार रहा हूँ, ठीक है? Observation, जब you are like finding observations, so you can go for hit and trials, just like to get observations. Now see, 4 and 5, who is smaller? 4 is smaller. Okay. So what I mean by this is these 3 elements. Look, if you consider of first six position, 1 2 3 4 5 6, these three positions, so obviously this 5 will come after, because see guys, this 5 this 5 will come after these three elements, that is for sure. So these three elements will occupy, because look, these three and these two elements, they will never occupy your sixth position. So you are sure if you can remove these elements, you're not removing your sixth element anyway. Okay, you have to just think which part of subarray if I remove, I'm sure that I'm just reducing my search space. Meanwhile, I'm keeping my sixth element intact. I don't want to remove my sixth element from observation, from searching. So what I mean by this, so if you see 4 and 5, and look guys, if you're not getting this, draw that sorted and merged array and you'll get everything. That is how I used to solve, but right now that will consume a lot of time, so I'm avoiding that. So here if you see 4 and 5, who is smaller? 4 is smaller, and these three elements, so look, you are guaranteed, because this 4 is smaller, less than or equals to 5, so these three will come first. In these three will, like, I'm not saying they'll come first, but at least in this k elements, because you know, these elements, five elements will never occupy sixth position, but these three elements will occupy some position in first five, elements. These three will occupy that for sure. And why I'm saying this, look, this 5, before this, if let's say it was 5 and it was 5, now also this is a sorted array. So here you again see here that what, that these three elements will come at first three, like these three elements will occupy three initial position. So as I said, for what you are sure, you only decide that. So here if you see this 4 was lesser than 5, this 4 was lesser than 5, obviously. So look, all these elements, right to it, they'll come after this 4. All the elements including this 5, they also come right to this 4. So in first five positions, look, this 3 will come. You're not sure about these 3, you're not sure about these 2, sorry, these 3 will come at first 5 position, like at any 3 positions in first 5. You're not sure about these 2. Why not sure about these 2? Because if this was 4 and this was 4, then you know that these 2 will never come at first 5. So this entire array will come at first 5. So try to write all these different arrays and you will get everything. So as I said, so these 3 elements you are sure that they will come at, because you wanted k equals to 6, and you know that as you saw this observation, that they will never, none of them will come in sixth position. So if you remove any of it, so you're not removing actually sixth position, so you're getting your answer. But you can reduce your search space. In binary search we do that, we reduce search space so that we reduce our time taken to find the answer. Now as 4 is less than 5, so we decided that these 3 elements, and in fact you can draw the sub array, you can draw this array and you will see that somewhere down the line this 1 to 4, they'll come at first. Draw the sorted array, merge and sorted array, you can get this. So these 3 elements will occupy first, these 3 elements will come somewhere in first 5, So what I say, you got this information that in 6 elements you got the information about 3 smaller elements. Information about 3 smaller elements. So how many elements are remaining with? You are remaining with only 3 elements. Okay, look, these 6 elements, guys, the answer was given by 6th element. Correct? 1 2 6, 1 2 3 4 5 6, answer was given by 6th element. And you know, when you are talking about this, like these 3 elements, so these 3 elements, out of these 3, none of them are coming at your 6th position. Okay, so if you say that if I am getting 3 smaller elements, like here guys, if you are getting smaller elements, so you have to increase your count. Sorry, you know that, like, once you got your smaller elements, so you can actually what you can do, you can decrease this count 3. Why? Because you got your 3 smaller. Because for this 6, what do you mean? You have to get like 5 smaller elements before this x position, before the 6th position. You are getting 3 smaller elements before this. Let's say this was your target position, your x element was this. So before this you wanted 5 smaller elements. Okay, you were getting 3 smaller elements. So how many smaller elements you need right now? Look, these 3 elements can be anywhere, but I'm saying is you need 2 smaller elements more before this x. So 2 smaller elements plus this x position. How many elements are remaining? 3 elements are remaining. and we are not losing X element, we are not losing the sixth position. So what I say right now, what I say, if you I hope like I didn't confuse you a lot, but yeah, this might take some time to like get in. But if you solve test cases with me, like along with me as I solved, you'll know like this is not that tough. So if your len is lesser than equals to 6, is lesser than equals to 6, so what you can say, whoever made is smaller. First of all, reduce this k or count whatever this was to this size. What is this? M minus L plus 1. And reduce this because you got these number of smaller elements, and put your L is equals to M plus 1. Put your L equals to M plus 1. That's it, guys. So this is what you have to do. Now see this. As we solved for 6, you should go for 4 and 3. 4 3 5 like sorry, here if you see, you were getting 6 element in len. So at this case I was running for what? Len less than equals to k. Len, or how many elements we are getting is len less than equals to. So if you increase this k, right now, k to 6, sorry, 7 and 8, then you will get idea about it in a clear way, that if here if you see smaller, because here I was keeping a tighter boundary. So if you increase this, I hope you'll get those indication again, that for when your len is lesser, because I tried for len equals to, but if you try the same thing for len lesser than k, because here also this len will be 6, and this 6 will be lesser than 7, this 6 will be lesser than 8. So again these things will appear, the similar observations that I am getting here, you will get the same thing. Okay, why? Because if you see, let's say for this, let's say try for 7, where len is, because here len was 6, so 6 is lesser than equals to 7 again. So if you see this mid, how many information you are getting? 6 elements information you are getting again. So you cannot remove any of that element because you want actually 7 and you are getting only 6. You cannot remove this again, you cannot remove this, guys. So that is what I said here. You cannot remove, because you can remove only when you are sure that after removing 5 onwards these elements, you are getting at least, because these elements will never come in first key positions. So you will only remove your right, like in this case you will only remove right part including this mid only when you are sure that they'll never come at first key positions. Okay, and this is why when we are having lesser than k, we are getting lesser than, sorry, when we are getting len lesser than equals to k, because if you consider this mid and onwards, so you are not sure that this mid can be your element, can be your answer. But if you remove it, you're removing the search space. You are removing this answer from search space. So I hope these things, I took a lot of time for you guys, but just have some patience. So these two observations, they will help you. Now try to let us sit and try to find, like, solve a test case with these two observations entirely. Okay, see, what is len here? Len is 3, and you also wanted k equals to 6, which is like 3 plus 3 6. So which is this case? Len less than equals to. So see, 4 and 5, who is smaller? Obviously 4 is smaller. So what you'll do, you'll reduce this, and obviously you will remove this k from k to 3. So right now your first space is this much and this much. Okay, this much and this much. So now let's see who's the mid. This is mid of this one, and this is obviously a mid. So one element you are getting here, and how many elements are you getting here? You are getting 3 elements here. So how many like total len size is what? 4. This one plus this 3, 4 size. So when your len is greater than 3, sorry, when your len is greater than k, what you do, because you're confident that you can remove right part. You're confident that you can remove right part of some array. So which array? Whose mid is greater? See, 4 and 5. Who's greater? 5 is greater. So you can remove easily this 5 onwards. This 5 on, because this 5 onwards, they will never come in first 3 positions. So guys, if you're not getting this, try to write like sub arrays, because solving test cases is like necessary here. Because these intuitions, these ideas, you may forget in 2 to 3 months, but these test cases will be with you forever. So you'll remove this. Now your first space is only 1 4 and 4 8. This one. So again, see, this is your mid. This is your mid right now. Okay, let me use a new pen. This is your mid, and this is your mid. Getting it? So how many lens are you getting? Only 1. Sorry, only 2. 1 plus 1 2, and 2 is less than equals to 3. So we have to remove the left sub array somewhere. So who is smaller? 1 is smaller. So you'll remove this. At the same time, because you got a smaller element again. So how many smaller elements you got? 1 smaller element. So you reduced this count. Now this is mid, because only this space is remaining. This is mid. Who's like again you are getting 2 alien, so alien is less than equals to 2 again. So who again we'll remove the left subarray as we discussed. So whose mid is lesser? See, let's see 4 is lesser. Obviously they are equal, both are equal, but let's see 4 is lesser. Okay, so again you will remove this and you will remove the search for from 2 elements. Now you need only 1 element. That's it. Now you need only 1 element. So when this happens, first of all, as you know, we started binary search from LNH, and if you know the nature of binary search, your search space will end, like you will continue your search space till the point L is less than equals to H. If you guys remember my binary search part 1 part 2 videos, this is the basic protocol of binary search, that LEN less than equals, sorry, L is less than equals to H. It depicts that there is something to be searched, but if your L is greater than H, then only you say that everything is finished. So in this case, what would happen? L is greater than H. This subarray is done traversing. So finally, we are only leaving with this search space, and in this you want first element. Obviously, you know what you have to do. Get the first element directly. Get the first element in from the search space. So if this L is here, let's say L1. So how would you get the first? How will you get the first element? L1 plus whatever k is remaining, k minus 1. Okay, k minus 1. What it means? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So L1 is your 3. L1 is your 3. So 3 plus how many you want? 1 minus 1, which is 3 itself. So 3 index is your answer. Now you see, guys, try to solve few more test cases and you will get the final observation, final thing, that while you are reducing the L and H for the both the arrays, in every cases you are either going like either you are pushing L to right or H to left. So what were you doing? You were just reducing the search space, and it will happen one time that one, because look, the answer where it lies, in whichever array it will be lying, that array will be remaining only, and the other array which is not having your answer, because binary search, it reduces the space, and here binary search will not find any of your answer, because 4 was your answer. So binary search won't find here this 4. So it will reduce, because the way you will be writing the code, it will reduce. You saw here how the nature of binary search was. It just reduced one search space entirely, and finally you'll be remaining with only one search space, only one array, and there you'll be, because you know, if you're having only one space and you want kth element, you can directly find it. There's no like intuition needed for that thing. So, and this is how you'll get, like, for one test case I did for you, solve a few more test cases, and you will see that every time one search space is being reduced entirely. Okay, only one search space is remaining which contains your answer. Look, guys, this is what I'm trying to say. Try to solve test cases this time. Okay, forget about anyone's intuition, anyone's idea, tutorials, videos, because they will stay for you for some limited amount of time. Okay, and it is like तुम उसको रट रहे हो वो solutions. Now see how my solution is, like how I use this, and this is a typically different solution than compared to other videos. And if you get this, your median of two shorted arrays, because that is similar to this, and I've explained that in that video as well. But that why is it that similar with this particular solution? Now see, while I was doing this, like this is our binary search. So L1 is less than equals to H1, which means both the array spaces have something. So obviously I calculated mid 1, mid 2, I calculated LEN. As I said, if LEN is greater than, whoever mid is greater, I'll move its H to left. Now, if LEN is less than equals to K, so whose mid is smaller? Let's say mid 1 is smaller. I'll first reduce that count, that size that I can remove from L to mid from K. So I got my, this smaller element I got. Okay, and then L1, I'll move that L to right, and if mid 1 is not smaller, then I'll do for mid 2. And you see, guys, here, once this search space, like when this binary search is finished, when this loop is finished, it means that one of our search spaces is done, is finished. Let's say if L1 is greater than H1, which means nums1 is done. So nums2, this is your L2 as we did K minus 1 and else for nums1. So guys, here what I did, because if you see this particular piece of code is pretty smaller compared to whatever you will get on other platforms. What I mean, what I'm trying to say is, look, none of them has like taught anything unnecessary, or none of them, like, everyone is great in their field. But what I'm saying is, if for this specific problem, it was hard for me to always digest those intuitions, because वो चीज़ ऐसी थी ना, एक टाइम के बाद मैं भूल जाता था. 2 महीने 3 महीने बाद फिर से मैं आता था क्वेश्चन को देखने के लिए, क्योंकि वो इंट्यूशन से मेरी खुद की इंट्यूशन से नहीं थी, मैंने रट ली थी वो इंट्यूशन, जिन्होंने पढ़ाया या फिर चाहे मैंने एटोरियल से सीखा कहीं से भी, तो वो मैंने देखा कुछ टाइम तक रट लिया। अब ये चीज़ तुम करोगे, इफ़ यू आर डूइंग दीज थिंग्स, तो तुम टेस्ट केसेस से ऑब्जर्वेशन निकाल रहे हो यार, और टेस्ट केसेस से ऑब्जर्वेशन तुम कभी नहीं बोल सकते, बिकॉज वो टेस्ट केसेस तुम इंटरव्यू में बैठो या फिर कहीं बैठो, टेस्ट केसेस तुम बना ही पाओगे ना यार। सो दैट इज़ वाई आई ट्राई, बिकॉज वो भी सोल्यूशन जो तुम्हें चाहिए वो भी मेरे पास पड़ा हुआ है, एंड आई कैन एक्सप्लेन इट ब्यूटीफुली। बट यार वो एक्सप्लेन कर दूंगा ना, मुझे पता है मेरे को नहीं आया समझ में, एक बार में टाइम लगा मुझे, तुम्हें भी नहीं आएगा। बट ये सोल्यूशन तुम्हें समझना ही नहीं है, इसमें तुम्हें टेस्ट केस बनाना है खुद का। जो मैंने बोला है उस टाइम पे, रुको वीडियो पॉज करो, टेस्ट केस बना के देखो, यार भैया बोल रहे हैं ना, बात सही बोल रहे हैं, ठीक है, बट क्या बोल रहे हैं बट हम देख लेते हैं। एंड आफ्टर दैट इफ यूल सी दिस सोल्यूशन, दिस पीस ऑफ कोड कितना छोटा है ही नहीं है, ज़्यादा बड़ा नहीं है ये, तुम्हारा टिपिकल बाइनरी फॉर्ट जैसा ही लग रहा है तुमको थोड़ा बहुत, तो ज़्यादा कुछ करना ही नहीं इसमें। ये सोचो जैसे अपन वो मतलब चलो इतना तुम करो, एंड इसी पे मीडियन ऑफ टू शॉर्टेड एरे भी कर लेना इसी सॉल्यूशन के बाद, मेरी वो वीडियो में देखना, उसमें मैंने हिंट दे दिया कैसे करना है। चलो अभी मिलते हैं बाद में अपन, बाय बाय।